So my dude's Valk here, and today I'm going to be talking about how a lot of people, in my opinion, are going to be building Kazuha wrong. Now, everyone's going to be like, but I want to do it this way. If you want to do it, if you want to build Kazuha as a main DPS option, by all means do what you want. This game's not hard enough. You can do whatever you want. It's not a big deal. But until C6, in my opinion, Kazuha is an EM support. Now, I've explained it before in my 1800 Kazuha video, but I also see a lot of people asking me the question, can I run Kazuha as a DPS? The answer is yes. Is he going to be amazing? No. I think he's going to excel, and this is why I get at that. I think a lot of people are going to build Kazuha wrong. I think he's going to excel as a pure EM specialist. You just stack the hell out of EM, and he's going to buff your team up. You just EM, that's a really bad goblet, but it's EM. The substats don't matter too much, but you do want a lot of EM. You want to try to stack as much EM as possible. In my opinion, 4-piece Viridescent Very Near or 2-piece Wondrous Troop, 2-piece Viridescent. Also a very good option. There's also the artifact set coming with Inazuma, the energy recharge set that I'm going to look at that might be pretty good on him as well, if you can get the elemental mastery pieces while you're farming it. There's a lot of sets that are actually really good on him, but you just have to stack the elemental mastery because then he's going to buff the hell out of your team's elemental damage whenever a swirl is infused. Not to mention, if you have like C2 or Constellation, it gets even crazier. If you have the Freedom Sword on him, it gets even crazier. So having that much EM really helps him because he's going to be buffing your team at the minimum 30 to 40% elemental damage bonus and super consistent because all he has to do is swirl or you have his ult up, one of the two, and he's going to be able to be a really consistent damage boosting support. Now, there is going to need to be testing to see like who's going to be better, him versus Bennett. I highly doubt he's going to beat Bennett, but he's going to be somewhere in that category. I fully believe he's going to be able to beat Sucrose's supporting capabilities. I fully believe he's going to be able to surpass Sucrose as far as like boosting because he's going to be way more consistent than Sucrose because Sucrose is going to be relying on elemental reactions. The elemental reactions have like cooldowns, like internal cooldowns to how quickly you can do it. Meanwhile, you can just constantly buff elemental damage bonus based on what is swirled via Kazuha, and not to mention comboing that with the 4-piece Viridescent, which you get 60% more. I think it is, right? Let me see. You combo that 4-piece Viridescent, yeah. No, you decreases elemental res to the elemental infusion and swirl by 40%, excuse me. It's 40% res reduction off of 4-piece Viridescent, so it's going to make it super cracked as far as the damage buffer goes, because he's going to be reducing reses as well as increasing damage of an elemental type, and that's really pog. So yeah, it's going to be really good for consistent DPSers like Child, Hu Tao, etc. It's going to be a very strong buffer, and I wanted to make this video to try and address the fact that a lot of people are going to build Kazuha wrong, in my opinion. Unless he's C6, you really don't have any business building him as a DPS. While he can be a DPS, because Animo tends to have pretty high scaling multipliers on skill, ult, etc. I don't recommend it. I recommend going full EM just for the support. One, because there's already plenty of DPS options, dude. We do not very often get 5-star support options, so a unit that can do it and excels at it, I suggest taking advantage of it, especially if you want to summon them for that. Now, keep that in mind. Basically, like I said earlier, his EM scaling is really good, but keep it in mind, everything that I've said in this video, if you want to run him as a DPS, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Go ahead and do it. It's just he's not going to be a better option than other 5-star DPSs until you get him C6, which I know a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, are not going to do, because C6 is a very hefty investment, and I do not blame you at all for not wanting to do that. So yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are getting Kazuha, how are you going to build him? Are you going to build him EM? Are you going to go DPS? Like, exactly how are you wanting to build Kazuha? Are you going to wait for the new energy recharge set, which I will make a video on at a different time? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Anyways, thank you all for watching as always. I will catch you all later. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.